we've been talking all about dance, but there is most of us don't dance,
Right.
and which is weird. I would think, because I'm assuming dance is in all of us. Like when we're toddlers and
Yeah.
listen to music, we're dancing.
Yeah.
So why don't we all dance?
I know. I know.
I mean, I know why I don't, but
Yeah.
and
I
I just told you two left feet, but that's the story, right?
I asked my partner this because I was like, when you hear a piece of music that you love, do you just like, what do you do? Like, how does your body? And he's just like, I don't know. I just like that. I'm like, but don't you like feel like that you want to do something else, like more? Like, how do you release that? Like, and he's like, I don't know. And I think I think you just like something about being self conscious or like as you like grow up, like that carefree thing, it's like suddenly like, oh, it has to look like this, and like I'm not doing it right, even though it's like you're just responding to music, you're just responding to a feeling, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
kind
we're so full of, I guess, that horrible, you didn't experience this in
of
high school, the high
oh,
school dance,
oh my god.
like where the guys and the women are,
Yeah.
girls are just staring at each other and they're plastered on the walls.
Yeah.
And it's just like that feeling that all eyes are on you. I think if they eliminated high school dance,
Yeah.
life would be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Um,
It's such a yeah.
but it's as if we're afraid of our bodies.
Yeah. I think it's like not I like feeling, I don't know, like something about being comfortable in your body and to move and like yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, with like social media and movies and Hollywood, whatever, like there's like this way, I have to be the like sexy woman, I have to be the cool guy. Like it's
Yeah.
like so much of that is brainwashed, and you're just like, oh my God, if I'm not gonna move like that, then like
Why try?
I know, but I even feel like that now sometimes too, because like with TikTok and all these kids like learning these amazing dances and like they can move and like all these like cool hip hop things. And I'm just like, okay, well, I am like so far out of the game. Like I don't I don't want to even try that.
That is alarming for me to hear you say that.
But the cool thing about it, I think it's like forcing kids to like be creative, and like kids are I this is just my perspective, I'm like I feel like kids are like dancing more now because there's so much like easier access to it. I don't know,
It
and they're
seems
just
that
like,
way. I mean, TikTok really does seem to have taken off for dance.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
With all
I
these challenges and everything.
I thought that when I first got it, I thought that it taught you how to do it. Like I thought there was like an instructional thing, and I kept like looking on the app. I was like, where, like I don't understand how this works. And people were like, no, these kids are just learning it. They're watching it so many times and they're just
Mm.
learning the dances and they're just figuring it out. And like, wow, okay. That's like took me out of a job.
I don't
Yeah.
think you have to worry.
No.
So, do your female friends play? Do you play? And what do you play? Or is dance your play? Or is it your work? How do you view work and play?
That's a good question. Definitely some days work is play. Like a lot of the days work is play. Um, and but yeah, it's a good because in my when people ask me like, what do you do to, like on your spare time? What do you like to do? And I'm like, I don't know. Like it's weird because I feel like I get so much out of working, and like it really satisfies me in a way that I don't feel this like thing when I get home of like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do to like for me? Or what do I do to like decompress? Yes, listen to music, like read, watch TV more than I like to admit, but yeah, I don't know. I find actually like my play is I've started to go to these like hip hop and like voguing classes with my girlfriends.
Oh, cool.
And that is my play, because that's not work for, like, it's not the same
Mm.
kind of dancing for me. It's like I'm learning something new. It's like good music, and it's like fun. It's like going to a club kind of thing, like, and like a social thing more. So that I feel like is more my play, because it's not something I've like practiced for years.
Yeah, it makes
Um,
total sense. Yeah.
yeah, but it's still physical. So it's like still like not work in the sense, but still a physical activity, like my
It's a
job.
release,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
creative release, because
Yeah.
you're learning something new, something equally creative, but you're
Yeah.
not professionally bound to it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's, yeah. But that's a good question, because I've been thinking about it. Like, what do I do for fun? Yeah, I don't know.
And do your female friends, both either in Ballet BC or outside, do they play generally?
Um, I mean, my friends that are not dancers, their outlet, like one of my friends, like she's into sculpting. She's also a graphic designer, so she's like super creative, but like that's kind of her thing. That's like new, and that's like, yeah. And then my other girlfriend, she's works in a law firm, and like her thing is like dance, like she loves dance. So that's like her play. But the other dancers, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of them really love baking, and like that's their kind of thing.
Sourdough.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
going full circle
Yeah.
with
I know. No one,
baking.
like a few of them, just like one girl the other day, she was like, yeah, I woke up this morning at 8:15, I made banana bread, and like still came to work. I was like, oh my God. Like they love it. Like that's their kind of outlet.
Well, there's
Um,
something very comforting about baking, right? It's very
yeah.
nurturing in a way.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I love baking. My patience for it, I it's not there. So then I'm quickly like, oh, okay. Like,
No pastry for you.
yeah, yeah, no. Yeah.
Do you see older women being stifled in their creativity, or what do you think is a barrier to uh, play and creativity in older women from your perspective as a young woman?
Yeah. I wonder like if there's like a sense of um and I feel like this in relationships that I've had for a long time, like certain way that people view you, and you feel like bound to this, like I'm this person to all these people, and like I gotta stay in this idea of who I am, that might, like, and that maybe like fear of kind of like doing something for yourself, or breaking out of this idea that people think you are, like, oh no, I'm actually this person as well, and like you can have multiple sides to yourself. And like that, like maybe it's hard, and also just life gets in the way, like
Mm.
it's busy, and like maybe things like when you're younger, it's easier to kind of like adapt to different situations. And I don't know. Like, I think a lot of it is like having responsibility to other people, and like that shift of like, okay, I'm still there for you, but I also am a person. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
yeah.
Claiming
So
your own life for yourself, not for
exactly.
others. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, so I think I was thinking about that, like with my partner. I mean, I'm very young, but we've been together on and off for 12, almost 13 years now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, we got like, we dated and we broke up, and we got back together, we broke up, and then finally we got back together 6 years ago. But it's interesting, even in just that shift of like, oh, I'm a new person now, but you know me as this person, but like that is very valuable, like our relationship that we had, but like I have evolved. And so like
Yeah.
keeping true to yourself, and like your own curiosities, while like still being connected to people that know you a certain way, is, yeah.
It's no easy task.
No, yeah.
Yeah. But on the other hand, like you hear more and more about older couples rediscovering their first loves in high school and having a really solid connection because while yes, obviously you've evolved over those years, your
Yeah.
core, they know
Yeah.
like nobody
That
else, I guess.
yeah, yeah. No, it's true. I know. And like, yeah, it's such a vulnerable time in your life and you're like have that
Yeah.
connection with that person. Yeah.
And you're just launching, you're just sort of coming into your own. So,
Mhm.
and they know you just at that
That point, yeah,
point.
before you're jaded and all the things
Yeah, that's
life
right.
throws at you. Yeah.
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 That awkward, vulnerable, but full of hope and
Mhm.
optimism too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. It's so romantic. So, what do women have to do to be playful and creative?
Oh, I think just like make yourself uncomfortable. Um, like the thing, I don't know. Like when I'm feeling like I see something that I want to try, but I'm like, oh, I don't know. I think you just have to do it. I find like trying new things alone is is better for me at least because like again, you don't have that friend who like knows you in a certain way and you're like, "Oh, I didn't know you would be good at that or like that." You could just go and be like no one knows you and just experience it like yourself and yeah. Yeah, it's
I
hard.
think that's a great recipe because it allows you that well, number one, the possibility and the opportunity, but it also allows you to fail or succeed, like,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
explore both
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
because at least
Yeah.
you're growing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting what you say about doing it alone because I think a lot of women would assume that would be better to do it with another person. But it's true, a friend
Yeah.
will slot you
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
or maybe with the best of intentions, box you in or
Or
judge you or,
yeah, or you feel like I feel this sometimes where you like if they're not having a good time, then you feel like you have to be the support for them and like, oh, they don't like the class. Oh, okay, like, oh, I gotta like, support their experience now and it's not about me anymore. And like,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And you have to
yeah,
entertain them. And
exactly.
so you're actually not paying attention to the activity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I always
That's
I think
fascinating.
like why I like traveling alone and like I'm like, oh, it's like you're just fully in the experience yourself. I mean, traveling with people is fun too, but it's just a different thing. Yeah.
It is because you can reinvent yourself because no
Exactly.
one has that story about you and they're
Yeah,
not going to put you into a box.
exactly. Yeah.
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 I think that's a great recipe.
Oh,
Well, thank you so much. I went through my pages and pages of questions, and you've been very, very patient.
oh, it's been great.
But I had so much fun.
Yeah, it's so easy to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. Likewise.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the creative challenge in the
Yes. Yes.
future. And I know you're going to give me
I'm
something
gonna give you something good. It's gonna
really good.
be yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look forward to that
Yeah.
because I got to walk the talk
Yeah. Yeah.
and I will.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Well, thank you again. And thank you for on your day off, giving me this time and space. And I
Thanks for
loved
asking.
it.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome.
Take care.
Okay, you too.